Hello, welcome to Running Park in Yorkshire. I'm James Savage from National Club Golfer, and this is my review of the brand new Ping Glide Forged wedges. Okay, so if you're watching this video on YouTube, hit that subscribe button below. You can also sign up for notifications so you can get an email when we drop a new video. We do lots of equipment videos from the perspective of an average golfer, a mid-handicap golfer. So if that's your thing, then this is the channel that you need to subscribe to and sign up for notifications for. Ping Glide Forged wedges, interesting club from Ping. It's something that we've seen some of their tour players testing out as well. We saw Bubba Watson giving these a go at the US Open. And it's quite interesting to see actually, because you may remember that Ping's previous Glide wedges and their Glide 2.0 wedges, to me, they were quite generously sized wedges. They were quite forgiving. They were quite confidence inspiring for your average golfers. It kind of makes sense really that they've now got a sleeker bladed forged wedge, if you like, to sort of compete with the Vokeys and the sort of TaylorMade mill grind and the Cleveland RTX 3 type wedges. So it's a wedge that's really come about from tour feedback, the type of club that a tour player wants to see. They look really nice. They look nice and clean. We've got that same finish, that sort of hydropearl finish that we kind of get with the Ping irons as well. So these wedges are going to flow really nicely into a set of iBlades or i500s or i210s if they're the irons that you use. In terms of technology, don't get masses of technology with wedges really. They're just about getting the right look, getting the right feel, getting the right sort of spin which comes from the grooves. But Ping have actually added a tungsten weight into the toe of these clubs, which again is something that we see wedge manufacturers doing, moving some of that weight a little bit nearer to the toe, because that's often where the sort of common strike patterns come from. You think about a wedge, if you're opening up the face in the sand or in around the greens, you know that sort of centre of gravity, that impact location can often be a little bit more towards the toe. And obviously with the grooves, we've got Ping's sort of like precision milled grooves. You know, you can see the detail on these grooves. It is like very impressive. So the main difference about this club compared to sort of like their other Glide wedges is it's just that very much more small, you know, compact head shape, tour inspired bladed type of wedge. So all sounds pretty good, all looks really good. How do they perform, you know, for a mid-handicap golfer? Well, I'm actually quite used to this style of wedge. You know, I play the Vokey SM7s. I used to play the Cleveland RTX 3. So I don't think that just because these clubs have sort of associated with the tour players means that, you know, your handicap golfers can't use them. The way I look at it is, and it's the design is inspired by tour players and what tour players want to see, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to be able to be used by your average golfers. You know, it's a wedge. You're chipping around the greens. You don't really, you know, need all that forgiveness that you might need from a driver or from a long iron, for example. If you're quite a competent chipper as a mid-handicapper, I maybe think you might have more success with a club like this than a larger sort of more cavity back style wedge or even the original Ping Glide wedges. And for me, yeah, I found that, you know, I would definitely gravitate to this type of wedge. The feel is absolutely fantastic, and you can see that you know, these nice fresh grooves are really sort of, you know, getting that ball gripping and spinning and checking. They're just working really well for me, and I think, you know, Ping do a really good job. They've got a lot of bounce options, you know, with this wedge as well. So they always have, you know, good sort of like shaft options available, and as with Ping's irons as well, it's nice to get the Golf Pride Tour Velvet grips as standard. So tell us what you think about the Glide Forge wedges. To me, I've felt that wedges has been an area for Ping where they haven't quite had the wedges to match some of their other clubs, if you like. They've often made clubs like the Ping Glide wedges for everyone, whereas, you know, maybe some players just really will gravitate to more to this, you know, sort of forged style. You know, we even see like staff players, like, you know, who are contracted to play Ping irons, but then they might play Vokey or Cleveland wedges or something like that. But I think that this is going to keep their tour players happy, and I think it's going to keep a lot of club golfers happy that want to play this style of wedge. So it's a definite thumbs up from me. It'll be very interesting to see what your thoughts are on this wedge in the comments section below. Subscribe while you're down there, sign up for notifications so you can get an email into your inbox when we upload a new equipment video if this is your sort of thing. But thanks very much for watching as always, and we'll see you again soon.